Welcome back to Central Valley Business, where we don't just talk business, we talk business, personal finances, entertainment, cool things going on in Fresno and the Valley. And we're always looking for something interesting and an interesting person to talk to. Our next guest is Marshawn Gavon. I probably got it wrong because I always do. But he's going to help us a little bit, talk a little bit about the stimulus money the government's sending us. Where is it? What are we doing with it? Where is it going? Marshawn, welcome.
Hey, Mike, how's it going? Thank you for inviting me to the show again on this Saturday.
Tell us the name of your business again.
The name of the business is MKG Tax Consultants.
Okay. And right up front, how does someone reach you? Is there a web address?
There is a web address. They can go online. We're actually on Google Businesses. They can actually search us by the internet, or they can go to our website, which is mkgtaxconsultants.com. And, we pretty much have a lot of resources and information for people that are, looking to file their taxes, want questions about what's going on with the stimulus payments, just a lot of different stuff to help them, be more educated and be more informed about what's going on, tax law changes. It's just right now it's unprecedented times right now for everybody.
Boy, it's crazy. Well, tell us about the stimulus payments. Are people getting them yet?
Some people are getting them, and then the people that aren't getting them, it's almost like we're in the wild, wild west right now. People are going wild right now because, I understand, a lot of businesses are laying off employees. People aren't working. Maybe their unemployment hasn't came in yet, so they're really dependent on those economic impact payments, to maybe, pay some of those bills, pay their rent, pay the mortgages, or buy food, and so a lot of people that use a lot of our tax offices, whether they're mom and pop, one of the big chains, they actually have their fees probably taken out of the refund, and those fees now probably went to a temporary suspense account, which, we have no access to. And it's almost like going into a bank where you have to go ahead and open up a bank account, checking account, where that's going to be on the bank's end. We don't have access to that account. But unfortunately, there's information, either from the media, from the news saying, hey, you call your tax preparer, and then people are getting, under the assumptions that we, have their economic impact payments in our tax accounts, but that's not true. Those payments, some of those payments are being mailed out to customers. Some of those payments are being returned back to the IRS, and it's a process and a loan process, and unfortunately, right now when people are needing that money the most, there's like a delay. The IRS website isn't giving you the most up-to-date information. If you are trying to log in to check the status of your refund, you're getting error messages. The system is not accurate. It's crashing, giving mixed feelings and emotions. And right now, tax preparers are under attack right now. We really are under attack because of the way the information is being put out there. So people are really upset, and it's really an emotional time. They're dependent on that, and they're dependent on our tax preparers to be transparent. From me, across to our customers. We understand your burden. We understand, your frustration. I can't really understand, your feelings in general because I'm not in that person's situation. But, it's really a time where everyone needs support, and to be supportive and to be understanding. And for anyone that's out there withholding anyone's money that is desperately in need right now, or answering the phones, to be able to give people those questions, or at least point them in the direction that they need to go, is really doing them a disservice. And so, we're here to, support, the community, as well as be, financial advisors, or also being able to be a trusted person, and they can put their confidence in, because we've been doing this for over a decade, and, we want to be able to make sure people are feeling comfortable. But, right now we're under attack. And so what we did, for the 10 years without any mistakes and flawless, right now we're being blamed for other people's mistakes and things that are happening in the system we have no control over.
Right. We're running out of time for this segment, but what do you suggest to people right now? Should they be calling you? Should they be calling the IRS, the unemployment department? Where should people start?
Well, if they're actually concerned and they have not gotten their economic stimulus payment and they're getting an error from the IRS, right now the IRS is cutting back on a lot of their staff, and they're not answering the phone. So when you call, you're getting an automated service, saying, push this number, buttons, but people want to talk to a real live person. Unfortunately, that's really not realistically possible, because we're right now trying to practice social distancing, especially with the coronavirus. People can contact their tax preparer if they're having a difficult time reaching their tax preparer. Send them an email. If they're not responding, by last resort. They could contact us, but we cannot look into their tax, situation because we didn't file their taxes. All we can do is give them support, some support where they can go to maybe, find other people that can help them get answers, which is, taxpayer assistance, advocate service. Contacting the IRS isn't going to, be the end result, or maybe contacting some of the banks that processes those refunds. We have that on our information on our recent posts and blogs. So if they are, still not able to reach anyone, we are available, by live chat. We are available by Zoom. We are available by text messages. That's the communication that we're giving our customers, as well as they can go on our website, create an account, and send us a secure message, where therefore we don't have to just have everything publicly on the internet. They can actually have a safe and secure way of communicating with us as well, Mike.
Yeah, that's great. Well, listen, we're out of time for this segment. How would you like to wrap this up? We're going to watch a video in a minute, but what's the last thing you want our viewers to know?
Well, just for people to have an understanding, that tax preparers, they do a lot of work for people, and and right now we're under attack. I've seen I've heard some stories about people doing some things that are unheard of, but just to understand that those tax payments, that if they are sent to a wrong account, there is a way that they can go ahead and research that, and of course whoever did get their tax refund wrongly and is not meant for them, they're going to be held accountable. They're going to be able to have to pay that money back. Of course, we're dealing with the federal government. We have no control over the federal government. We have no control over the banks. We have no control if they move and they change their address, then they need to go onto the website. They need to update it. If they don't, they can also send in a paper address change to the IRS. There's other ways that we can, assist, them than being in anger. But I think we just got to have a little bit of understanding and education and not, react off of emotions, because, in the end, we're all here to support each other and help each other. And if your tax preparer isn't available for you, then you want to think about, not just paying for a name, but going someplace that that you can get a hold of someone when it becomes a, situation like this, because coronavirus is not going away. It's going to come around again. So you have to choose your tax preparers wisely. This is not trying to throw anyone under the bus, but, they have to be able to have that information and communicate to their clients and be there for their clients.
Very good. All right, let's watch this video. Thank you, Marshawn, for keeping us up to date with this very important issue. We'll be back right after this video.
Right, thank you.